Okay. The other side of gardening. Today sucks. For one, it's super hot. The wind did just pick up, so that's super nice. I've been struggling. So the other day I pruned my tomatoes. They look great, by the way. Let's go take a peek at them. They're those once I got all the stuff cut back. Oh, nice shadow today. I've been harvesting tomatoes off of it every day, just a few at a time. I already harvested today. I'm gonna leave those and let those grow a little bit, those little red ones in there. But there are so many tomatoes. Super happy with myself. Look at all these. This is even the slower side. And I was watching some videos the other night about this lady. She was talking about how she prunes her plants for maximum harvest and blah blah blah. And honestly, at this point, I don't know that anybody even knows what they're talking about, because I didn't prune these guys. I didn't even plant them correctly, let alone prune them. And I have a crap ton of tomatoes. Hopefully I continue to have a crap ton of tomatoes. Today I was searching for, let's talk about this stuff in the grass. I Google lensed it and it said it was puff mushrooms, but I sent it to my buddy Corbin and he said he's not sure about that. They could be, but actually they're everywhere, and it's really like, I'm not even sure what it is. So that's super fun. Back to the cucumbers. I was trying to get them up. If you saw them the other day, it was just this massive bush, and my whole marigold was completely covered up. You couldn't even see it. So I've been trying to separate the vines as delicately as what I could. And I was Googling, trying to figure out, what do the baby cucumbers look like? Because I've learned, about the flowers, the males, the females. And Corbin taught me about the squash. So I was kind of looking for that. And then I just kept getting more and more confused. But then once I started getting stuff separated out, this is one I knocked off, I found out that the baby cucumbers look like this. Hold on, did it zoom? And they're so dang cute. I can't tell. Let me take my glasses off. Nope. Well, my phone doesn't want to look at the baby. Let's move it over here. Is that any better? Nope. Not at all. Anyways, you get the idea. They're so cute. They're so tiny. And so I started picking these up, doing the best that I could. And there's just little babies all over the place, which is super awesome. And I don't think my phone is zooming in. But yeah, this plant has male and females. Corbin had said some of them have just females. There we go. That's a zoom. Clear picture. That's a tiny cucumber. So I got this up as much as possible. And there's some stuff in here that I was trying to pick out. I don't even know what all this is. But look at all those that I lost. Those are flowers. I don't know. Oh yeah, some of those are cucumbers. And I can't help but think it's because I didn't have them all picked up like they were supposed to be. Let's get this grass out of here. That's grass. I know that's a weed. Now, when I first planted these beds, I had a seed packet. I threw some Cosmo seeds and something else. They were old packets that Greg's grandmother had given me, and I didn't know if they were even going to grow or not. That's my trash from my vine clips. I didn't even know if they were going to grow or not, and I didn't actually plant them. I just shook the seed packets out, and I don't know if that's what this stuff is, or if this stuff just grew from the dirt that was already there. Sometimes I pull it out, sometimes I just leave it. But I got this really cool thing that's growing. It's kind of like some weird succulent, but it's got these tiny little flowers on it. I don't know if I planted it or it was already in the grass. I mean, not the grass, the dirt. But when these open up, it's really pretty. And so I've mostly taken everything else out of this bed because I just really don't know. And my husband was like, if I didn't plant it, I wouldn't let it grow. I mean, I was trying to do the whole companion planting thing, which, I mean, I got marigolds here and a marigold in that tomato bed, and then there's a dahlia in that tomato bed, and then the marigold here, and this is one that I got from Greg's grandmother. It's really cool how in the evening these green pieces start to close and they get tighter and tighter and they just look like tiny little roses. But I think the other day when I was videoing, the flowers were out and they look more like flowers, not like roses. What?
I think you might want to pick these for your video. That's my bad.
Yeah. But pretty much everything else that's growing or had been growing in this bed, I pulled it out. This is the okra. Oh, wow. That's a big one. That sucker grew fast. And there's several. Like each one of these plants has several okras growing on them. My zoom isn't working, but that one's pretty big. But every one of them's doing really good. And their stems or stalks or whatever got so big so fast. So that was awesome. And it's definitely time to mow the grass in here, and I'm getting real tired of mowing the grass, but that was the point of me building that, because where we live, if you live in town, those people get to bring their brush and their sticks and trees and stuff to this city place and they mulch it up, and then the city folk can not buy it, but the city folk can get it for free. And if you don't live in the city limits, you can buy it. It's really cheap. It was like $5 a something for the regular mulch, and then $7 for what they called the premium mulch. So I built these so that I could go get the mulch, because my plan eventually is I want to snuff out all of the grass with like this garden carpet, because I got it on clearance at McCoy's Building Supply. That's my favorite place to go, not just because my daughter works there and keeps me up to date on all the clearance, but I know there's a lot of them. It's still a family-owned business, and it started from one, so that's super cool. I harvested one okra. It's not okra. I harvested one squash earlier today. But also, back to my mulch, I want to use the free stuff first, which that's what we're doing. Trying to anyways. There's one of the stick piles that was here. You could see right there where all the grass is still really tall. We tried to start raking it up the other day, but there was a lot of ants in it, so we're trying to kill the ants before we go rake that back up. Oh, speaking of ants, there's ants. It's so fun. There's always something to do. This is the squash that I picked earlier. I don't know why it's got little cuts in it, probably for me. This is the squash that I picked earlier. It was definitely ready. Oh, maybe I draw my clippers in there. And there's still a lot of them on there. And I'm still growing them upwards. So as I took the squash off, I pruned the leaves that were below it. And there's still quite a lot. I see I lost a squash. Don't know what happened there. Probably, who knows. But there's a ton of squash. And this is the piece the other day that was all pointing down. And you can see the leaves are trying to turn upward so that they can get that sunshine and photosynthesize, I think, is what people said that they need to do. But each one of them have a lot of little babies. God, I wish my phone would zoom. Maybe if I backed it out some. Oh, I can't back it out anymore. Maybe if I zoom it in. There we go. It's got a lot of little babies. I told you, if you came here and expecting high quality content, you're not getting that. Lots of little babies. So I'm going to have way more squash than what my little family can eat. And I'll definitely share it with the rest of my family. I took a zucchini yesterday. And my zucchini's growing slower than my squash, but once my squash started growing and was looking like this, it was no time before that thing started to just go crazy with fruit. This guy right here looks like he's desperate trying to get some airflow, but so I've got fruit here. Once this guy comes off and I've got fruit here. So once these pieces come off, I'll take off this piece and then I'll take off this piece. And then I'll probably go ahead and take off this piece because it looks like the branches come in this direction. And I'm still trying to work on standing it up as best as possible. And then this little baby, he's still alive and kicking. And part of the reason these look like this is because when I planted from the box that we bought, I didn't separate out the individual plants. And I said on the last video, I didn't know about it, but then I realized later I did know about it. My mom had told me about it and Corbin had told me about it. I just didn't think about it when I was actually putting them in the ground because I was running behind thinking, oh my God, if I don't hurry up and get them in the ground, they're gonna die. And if you remember, these are peppers. I still got my baby cayenne right here and it's starting to turn red. Hold on, I figured this out a second ago. All right, that was the wrong button. It's starting to turn red right up here at the top, just barely. So I think it's gonna be ready fairly soon. Oops, that was all blurry. And there's just a few other pieces or buds, flowers. And I think peppers are different than like my zucchini and squash. Like I think all of the flowers on these are gonna turn to fruit. This is one of the jalapeno plants and it's got several jalapenos coming in. They're all very small right now. And then this one, I want to see how big I can get this one before I pick it, but I also don't want to waste it. And this one's there's a little pepper right there. I think that's the only peppers that are on that one. Again, I don't remember what that is. I know that is a weed. Bye. My mint, during the day, it droops really bad. Today's not a watering day. I water every other day. But it got pretty hot out here. And I was looking at the skyline, and I'm like, maybe that's some rain that's going to come. Because I could sure use some of the Jesus water. These gypsy peppers, I have to Google them because I don't know anything about them. Corbin did tell me I could read on the tags. But typically, so like on the picture, let me clean that off. On the picture of this is what confuses me. On the picture, you got yellow and you got red. So for me, I'm like, does that mean I'm going to have yellow and I'm going to have red? Because right now I've got green. And then on the back, it doesn't really give you a lot of information for me. Elongated, blah, blah, blah. Sweet, tasty peppers with medium thick walls. Ideal for salads or frying. I don't even know how to make this not blurry. It tells you the spacing. It tells you how much to water. It says it's pot friendly. So for me, but like it doesn't tell you how to harvest. I don't know where this came from and now I can't get it back in the ground. Which sucks for me because I need this in here. Otherwise I don't have any idea what I've got. Come on. Oh, is that where it was? It was right there. Go back in. Okay. Because if I don't have them in there, I don't know what I got. This is the plant that I took to sweet bananas. They weren't really sweet, but that's all right. Oh my gosh, I didn't see this. I've got some bell peppers growing. And they're green, but they're gonna turn red, I assume, because that's the ones that we got, the sweet pepper, majestic red. So I'm guessing they'll turn red when they grow because that's what the tag said. But they're so cute. They're so tiny. It's like I'm growing food for Barbies. More jalapenos. And then over here, I got to do work on these cantaloupes. This one stresses me out. The whole vining thing, I thought, oh, how easy that's gonna be. Vine things. Well, let me show you. You saw the mess that I had over there with my cucumbers. And I had the same mess with my tomatoes, my cucumbers, and this, I tried to cut this back today because everything looked like it was starting to die. This is also cantaloupe. There's only two bases. That's a base and that's a base. And I'm trying to vine it. I don't understand it. Trying not to let it stress me out. But like today, can't tell if she's laughing or crying. I don't even see her. Oh, she's moving, so she's laughing. On days like today, it's just like nothing's working out. Everything's hard. Everything's confusing. See, look, I'm falling because my chair is sinking into the ground. It's just, I'm literally falling. The whole thing. There's so many spots in this garden where everything is so soft from where the people planted before us that, like, it would be nice if I could just go ahead and plant where they planted, because our soil out here is clay soil. So I've done a lot of research and even talked to like those AI chatbot things to try to get the information. And apparently clay soil, you shouldn't that machine, a tiller, you shouldn't till it because it's just bad soil, and then you're just mixing bad with bad with bad. So I found places where they called it lasagna gardening, top ground gardening, layer gardening. So basically you don't do anything with the dirt that you've got, you just lay stuff down on top of it. So you did cardboard, which I assume is why they had, because there was two piles of cardboard in this garden whenever we moved here, and so I assume that's why they had it. So you like lay the cardboard down, and cardboard also like snuffs out your grass and stuff, and then you put like gardening dirt. You could put I don't even know how to act like I know what I'm talking about. You put dirt down, and then you just continue to layer, and then over time it breaks down, and every year when you start that crop or start that bed, you just do the same thing over and over, just like an endless cycle. And I'm pretty sure that's why the ground is so soft in so many places. But it's every single day like that. If you go back and look at that first video of the cucumbers, and they were such a mess, you couldn't even see the marigolds underneath them. And it's like I just have to say, okay, what's more important, this or that? And also it's hot, and also I babysit a friend's little boy during the day, and he doesn't always want to come garden. And so if he doesn't want to come outside, I'm not going to force him to come outside, and we just, you know, do other stuff. But even still, I can't have a 3-year-old out when it's 90 degrees every single day for all day long. And sometimes I just want to sleep, and so I'm not getting up at the butt crack of sunrise to come outside and garden. I always thought when I got older I'd start waking up earlier, and that's not the case. I mean, if I have to, I will, but I really don't want to ever. I don't enjoy the monotony of every single day having to get up and get going. I just wish that I didn't have to. I just wish that everything would do itself. But that's also not true, because I get bored really easy. I don't like to just sit around and do nothing. I do get way bored, and so having projects is super important. Oh, well, one of the things that I didn't show the other day is the other half of the gardening situation that we have. I'll go out this front gate. The other half of the gardening situation that we have. So these raised beds that are in this garden over here, my mom bought those. I think on Amazon or Temu, I don't know. But my mom bought those and put those in because we were struggling with how we were going to garden, learning all about this clay soil. And so mom bought the raised beds for us to garden with the raised beds. I think I need to get one of those poles so it'll hold my phone, because you probably don't want to look at my nose every time I'm carrying my phone around, and it's a mess out here. because I got to get all this stuff tended to before Mom gets back. Here's one of our barn cats. His name's Uno. We rescued him. We didn't rescue him. We adopted him. He was part of a barn cat program. His ear that lays down, he's black, he's hard to see. His ear that lays down, it's hollow. They had to take everything out. And then we adopted this guy. His name is Sam. Hi, Sam. His name is Sam. They both came from the same vet office. There's another kitty somewhere around here. We call it White Kitty. I think everybody has a different name for that kitty. This is where my mom lives when she's here. I just call it White Kitty. But she's absolutely feral. She doesn't even really let us touch her. So anyways, in these two bins right here, Mom started a worm farm, which is very interesting. And the castings are supposed to be good for the garden. And I'm just right now, I don't know nothing about it. I'm just doing what Mom says, and I feed them and I water them, and it looks like they need some water. And there's worms down there because when I put the food in, she said kind of rake it around. And so I do that. I rake it around, and the grasshoppers are coming out, and they're really starting to make me angry because they're eating my stuff. There's some big old katydids, and there's one. Where's my finger? Oop, there's one right up there. Anyways, back to the worms. Ooh, that one maybe got too wet. I haven't seen mold in there before. I'm gonna have to call Mom and find out if I messed up. Hopefully I didn't kill the worms. Yeah, that might not be good. Remind me to call my mom and ask her, because I don't know anything about this worm. I just throw food in there. These are our onions. Oh, I thought they were never gonna bulb, but they are starting to bulb. You can see them down there. You can also probably hear the grasshoppers going crazy. They're starting to bulb. We've got purple onions, yellow onions, and white onions down in there. And I tried to dig them out like Corbin showed me how to do. And then these that have flowered, we're sacrificing these so that we can seed them and have seeds for next year. But like I did not know how big this stuff was gonna be. So these are all of our onions. We did have, oh, I got something in my shoe. We did have, I don't even remember what was in this bed. There was something in this bed I already harvested. Oh, the garlic. Harvested that, and I've already dried it. It's done drying. I'm just not 100% sure what I'm supposed to do with it now. I think I just, oh, Sam's coming to say hello. I think I just need to get it. Don't do nothing bad, Sam. That's horseradish. Sam, no. Hey, no. This is our asparagus bed. Don't you do it, Sam. Sam, don't meow me. No. Don't poop in there. This is our asparagus bed. Most of this we stole. Sam! Forget it. Most of this we stole from Granny P. And I say stole, but we had permission to take it. She has a bunch of asparagus at her place. Oh, he's doing it anyways. So we have the barn cats keep the mice out, and the barn cats just do whatever they want to. Anyways, most of this we took from Granny P's house. She's got a bunch of asparagus at her house, and we tried to replant it, but like these big pieces, like this stuff came from her house, and it just died. But my mom went and got, I don't know, they look like little clusters. There's one of them that you can, oh, like this. They look like this. I didn't see them before she planted them, but they're growing like this. And so right now, it all keeps bushing out, and I'm not sure if it's just because I'm not clipping it in time, but even still, like this first little bush is right here. And I know asparagus is bigger than this that you're gonna eat. So I don't really understand what's happening, but I clip it. Like this one I think would be big enough to eat. I mean, it's tiny, but still. We love asparagus, so I was really hoping to have a ton of asparagus. And when I go to Granny P's, I clip hers so that I try to keep hers clipped back so that I can constantly just harvest. I cannot get that root out. But as of right now, at one time, what I harvest from hers isn't enough to really even feed one person. But I'm still trying to keep it clipped back, and she might get tired of it being there and tell me I could take all of it, but I don't even know if that'll be beneficial because I might not be able to keep it alive. And then this one we never planted anything in. We didn't even get that far, and the cats just took it as their toilet. So, and then we've got this hot fence up here around the place that keeps the goats out. And of course, before Mom gets back, we'll have her place mowed again. I don't know where White Kitty's at. Anyways, I feel like this episode was longer. I'm trying to keep her on 20 minutes. I could talk forever, but let's get her. He barks a lot. He sees the cats. He doesn't really like it when he can see the cats. Oh, since I'm here, I'll show you how I'm drying my garlic. So it said tie it up and hang it where it gets no sunshine and plenty of air, and without building something, which I was planning to do, but I ran out of time. There's just not enough time in the day. So what I did was I just, with my husband's fishing stuff, and I hung it up here. So that's how I dried it. And now I need to take it down. I need to take it down and go clean it off, cut the stems. I think it's treat time. The stems, apparently I can put it in a paper sack, store it in a cool closet. Well, it's a cool 68 degrees in my house, so I'm hoping that's cool enough. Supposedly the garlic will last 6 to 8 months if I cut it, or if I dried it properly, and if I cut it properly and store it properly. So there's all of these ifs and points. Oh, that's my water. Of where I can make mistakes. So that it's under the carport. I can't even think about it right now. Anyways, I have no idea what we'll talk about in a couple of days, but I'm sure it'll be something. See you then.